Hi, it's Jade from the Saddlebank, and today I'm here at John Whitaker's farm. I'm going to take you behind the scenes. Let's go. So John, thank you so much for taking time to speak with us today. Can you tell me firstly a little bit about how your journey into show jumping began?
Okay, yeah, like most kids really, started nagging my parents for a pony. Lived on a farm, so it was at least we had somewhere to keep, which is a bit of an advantage. So I eventually got a pony. I was always interested, and just like most kids, went to the pony club, stuff and local shows, and started from there.
And what was it specifically about show jumping that you loved?
I don't know really. In the beginning, I did everything, you know, like cross country and pony club games. Called them gymkhanas in those days. Mounted games, all that. Just did everything with my brothers, yeah. So, like most kids, and we had to hack to the shows, the local shows, and hack home again at night. And went from there. I used to watch it on, it was used to be on, the big shows were on BBC One at 9 o'clock at night, primetime TV. And that's what really got me thinking, oh, that's what I want to do one day, or try and do.
Amazing. And what was the equestrian scene like when you first started out?
It's a lot different nowadays. There was lots of farmers' kids and farmers doing it in those days, and yeah, a bit rough and ready. You know, we didn't have fancy trucks, and nobody had fancy trucks really. Just needed something to get you to the show, and hopefully to the show, and hopefully home again. So yeah, it's become very professional now, and okay, the prize money is good, but it's different. It's very, it's not as easy, I think, for people to start off like we started in the beginning, you know, with nothing, and you know, just with the basics. Everything's more expensive now, but there is more prize money, so it's good and bad.
And still as much fun as it was all them years ago?
Okay, I've been doing it for lost count, 60 odd years. So it's not quite the same, but I still enjoy it. I'm still doing it, and that's another thing. You know, there's not many sports sports that you could do at my age and still be quite reasonably good and competitive, and I can jump against, you know, 16-year-olds.
Yeah, and your experience obviously speaks to itself. I mean, this wall of plaques is just incredible.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've had a good time. I've been lucky.
80% of you guys who are watching haven't hit subscribe. That means you're going to miss out on some amazing content and behind the scenes features. Hit the subscribe button now, followed by the bell, and you'll never miss a beat. What do you consider to be the proudest moment of your career?
Oh, I don't know. I've had some good times. There's been quite a few, to be honest, but I think one that stands out was winning the European Championships in 1989 with Milton, and my brother Michael was second. So I think that was quite a good achievement, you know, first and second in the Europeans, two brothers.
Yeah, incredible.
And also for me, to win a championship, you know, I'd done well on the circuit, I'd done Nations Cups and Grand Prix, but to actually win a championship, you know, it's like another level up.
And was there a lot of competition between you and Michael growing up?
Oh yeah, we obviously we would root for each other. If I was out of the competition and Michael was still in, I'd root for him and vice versa. But when we were in together, we tried to beat each other, yeah, constantly.
And can you tell us a little bit about Milton and what made him so special?
He was just special in every way. First of all, he had the ability. He could jump the big jumps easily. He loved doing it. He was like always looking for the next fence. You never had to kind of, you know, after the fence, he'd just land balanced and say, right, where's the next one? Whereas most horses, you land over a fence and you're kind of struggling to get them back together again. And it just made life easy. He loved the atmosphere. He loved the shows. He just everything about him. He was just, you know, once in a lifetime horse, really.
And where did you get him from, and how old was he when you first sort of took him
Came
on?
to me when he was 8, and he came from Caroline Bradley had ridden him. Unfortunately, she died, and Caroline's parents passed him on to me. So I was lucky.
Incredible horse. And how has the sport changed over the decades, and how have saddles changed with it?
Okay, it's changed in many ways. I think the jumps have changed. In the beginning, there used to be quite lots of fillers in and quite strong-looking jumps. Now they're very flimsy and light. You can't hardly breathe on them and they fall down. So smallest touch and down they go. The prize money's got really big, but like I said earlier, it's more expensive to do it. It's more expensive to travel. Everything's more expensive, but you can win big prize money.
And how have saddles changed over the years?
Right, Clay. I remember in the beginning I used to ride on kind of big, heavy saddles, and you were kind of stuck out on the horse. It's a little bit what you used to, but then now they're much lighter, much neater, close contact, so you can feel the horse better, and comfortable. That's a big plus, especially when you're getting older. So yeah, I mean, saddles have changed a lot. The sport's changed a lot.
And what's your earliest memory in the saddle?
Riding without a saddle. Did a few. I'm going to say a few years, but I did quite a while without a saddle, which is also good. It's a very good grounding, really, but I'm glad I've got a saddle these days.
Help you to build the balance and stability as a rider?
Yeah, so I suppose I used to ride bareback when I was 6, and I suppose I got a saddle when I was about 7 or 8, eventually.
And were your parents horsey as well, or?
Yeah, well, the farmers. The father was a farmer, and he was a good horseman because, you know, they used to use horses for the instead of tractors. Mm-hmm. So he knew a lot about horses. My mother was more keen on, you know, like pleasure riding and competing. So from that sense, you know, it was a good grounding because my father was a good horseman. And my mother she didn't compete, my mother, but she was a keen rider, she was a good rider. And she kind of put us in the right direction, you know, how to put your heels down and sit up straight. And she was, don't stick your elbows out. So she was constantly at me and my brothers to, you know, to do it properly.
And what does the Whitaker name mean to you today?
Well, there's a lot of us now. It's, like even last week, Robert won the Equestrian Derby, my son Robert won the Derby, and William was second, which is quite an achievement. Yeah, it's good. It's nice that my kids and my nephews and nieces are all really, well, they're all interested and they're all good.
Yeah, real legacy in the sport.
Yeah, and it's amazing that they've all kind of gone down that, you know, the same path. Yeah, it makes me proud.
And what do you think it's about show jumping that makes you all tick? Something specific, or?
Must be in the blood. or in the genes, I don't know. But you know, for nearly all of them to actually do it and do it successfully is quite amazing, yeah.
That's brilliant. And how important is the right saddle to your performance?
It's very important. You know, it needs to be comfortable for the horse and rider. Like I said earlier, now the saddles have become much more close contact, so you can feel what your horse is doing and the horse can feel the rider, and it's very important, yeah. It's a big part of the setup.
And what's so different about Whitaker saddles and why they're so special?
I think in the beginning, I used to ride on the big, strong German saddles, quite bulky and heavy, and at a similar time, Nelson Pessoa designed his saddle, which was complete opposite. It was really, really flat, really not much to it. And I thought, why not try and get something in between? You know, so myself and Michael, you know, we experimented and tried to design a saddle that was somewhere in between the old-fashioned ones and the really flat ones. And it took, you know, a few years to get it really right, but now, you know, for the last quite a few years now, I think we've got it just right, and they're comfortable, but they're still close contact.
And able to perform at your best, obviously.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
And which saddle do you ride in and why?
Right, I ride in the Argento saddle for the reasons I've said. You know, it's comfortable and it's comfortable for horse and rider, and you've got that close contact and still got a nice seat to sit on.
And it's named after one of your top horses, is that right?
Yes, it's named after Argento, which was a really good horse of mine, who's now retired, but yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
What would you tell a young rider about choosing the right saddle?
No question, they just have to go for a Whitaker.
Well, you've got a good selection of pony saddles out there, so...
Yeah, there's a good selection, and I'm sure there's one to suit everybody.
And what excites you the most about the future of Whitaker saddles?
I'm hoping that they're going to get more popular and more popular, because they're very good, you know, and obviously we use them and we get results.
Absolutely. And what makes an exceptional show jumping horse?
Okay, to make a top horse, they have to have quite a lot of qualities. I think everything, temperament, ability, they have to be tough. But those are the main, they need to be careful. So, like we were talking about, Milton had everything. Some horses have got the ability to do it, but they don't really want to do it. Some horses want to do it, but they haven't quite got the ability to do it. So it's getting them all that mixture all together, you know, the power, the scope, the carefulness, the right attitude, good temperament to be able to cope with the pressures of travelling and crowds and atmosphere. So it's quite a lot, you know, a lot of things have to come together to get a really superstar.
And where would you like to see the Whitaker Saddles brand go in the next 5 to 10 years?
Yeah, I mean, basically I'm hoping the saddles will get more popular and widely used.
Internationally?
Yeah. Hopefully, yes. Yeah, they're as good and if not better than anything on the market, and they're much more competitive.
Yeah, a really good price.
Yeah.
And different ranges, so different options for different price points of people. Yeah, fantastic. And what advice would you give to a young aspiring show jumper coming up through the ranks today?
Okay, it sounds a bit too obvious, but hard work. It's not a normal life for a start, but it's a good life. And you need a bit of luck to find the right horse or a good horse, but I think if you try and ride properly and work hard, and if you really want to do it, you can do. It's possible. Watch the good riders. You know, when I was growing up, I used to watch I used to watch the ones that won.
Learn from the best.
Yeah, and even more so the natural ones, you know, that do it without thinking. And I still do watch all the riders, and you never stop learning. But I think, watch and practice, work hard, and you do need a little bit of luck on your side to find a good horse.
And what do you want the Whitaker legacy to be in the sport and obviously with the brand as well?
I think hopefully keep going from strength to strength and keep the Whitaker flag flying and the Whitaker brand flying.
Yeah, it's definitely an incredible name, especially in the show jumping world. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, nice, very proud.
So John, thank you so much for sharing those insights with us. It's absolutely amazing to meet you and obviously have a tour of your premises as well. I would love to see you in the saddle.
Okay.
Should we go and tack one up?
Whitaker saddle.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Should we tack one up?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So we had an amazing day today meeting Joanne and John and all the horses and taking you behind the scenes. Hope you've enjoyed it and we'll see you next time.